as I said before, politeness is like the first primal and cardinal rule. Then, for example, yeah, pasta Alfredo is not really a thing the year, and I was said before, if they make you tiramisu on the spot, it's not really tiramisu, but it's a way to follow you. And as I said before, it's tiramisu, not tiramisu. If I hear one of you say tiramisu, I'll be hunting your dreams. Just kidding. I can do that at least for now. And if they have, that's even better. Some self motivation is the best. So if you have already some words for any time that you have like trouble saying or don't know how to pronounce, not just related to the restaurant topic, also in maybe other topics, you can write them down and I pronounce them for you so you can like try to copy it or something. For example, I saw that my poor algebra director wrote oregano or we pronounce it oregano. Okay, you want me to pronounce that two words. So, on your mind here, some as this going to a few expression. Okay, so out arrivederci, like the one who went out of the quote or just journey. Grazie. Thank you. Of course, you had a bit translation on the side. Per favore. Per favore. The main many things based on the tone you're using. Certo. No. Amore. 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 Tutto. Tutto. Avrebbe tutto. Common expression we can hear in Italy is ma proprio tutto, which means basically literally everything, but literally everything. A common expression in Italy is ma proprio tutto, tutto ma proprio tutto, which means anything but literally everything. So this one are the most common questions as you can see by the question mark. The first one is come ti chiami? Dimmi chiaro. Then it's what time is it? So you can also say here sono. So change the verb from singular to plural. It works either way. People that say also in what maybe you don't know if that person is living in the town you're in. You have to say, did we say, Biryani is more focused on the address. So if you really want to know the specific address of a person, you ask dove abiti? Dove? Where? You can translate this with this and this with this. Vuoi aiutarmi? You can use that for literally whatever you have. It's like the story for Facebook is the general one. Then you want help for a specific problem. You also have to specify that problem. Also, you have to, again, it's as general as the previous one. So if you want to be in a more general, there is a posso aiutarti qualcosa, which means can I help you with anything? Or want to offer some comfort to a person and you don't know what to do. It has also come posso aiutarti, which is how can I help you. The second one is used everywhere in shops territory if the price is not written. More often than not, the price is either written on the product itself or there is like a cardboard where it shows the price. This is what I'm gonna ask you now. I I capito, do you understand? I capito is the singular form. Avete capito is the plural form. So, avete capito? This, I think, I could cover it in another lesson because it's a very little topic. Because I, which is the conjugation of the second person singular of the verb avere, quindi to have. So to have can be used sometimes as auxiliary, so as do, even though they may have not the same meaning in a sentence that is translated. Didn't make myself clear enough, but yeah, it is the thing you saw in Spanish. Good job. Now, this, as you can see, the great. So, one lemon repair is better if you use it in the first part of the day. So, yeah, the morning, just in the morning, is it a very gentle greeting, but made precise for when it's afternoon. It's warm pomeriggio. Warmer than a space than pomeriggio. You got that? Sure. It's let me go back to the chat so I can see. Yeah. So content like quantity. Quantity is like how much in that specific question. Quantity can be used for quantity, yeah, also for uncountable number as well. For example, one penalty Saturday is how much bread did you make? Moreover, okay, we can use the basic grammar rules in another lesson if you want, Mike. Yes, sir, Jeremy. What, sorry? Okay, and lesson or even covered in this one at least a little bit if you drive. So, yes, Jeremy, Italian and Spanish do have the same language, or at least they're in the same family. No worries, Sandra, relax. No, it's not poverito, it's pomeriggio. Pomeriggio. Okay. Well, it's not Chinese on the red part, but they're not sure as are instead of the S, they're the normal G's, not normal G. Just two of them. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Good job, Darren. Probably. Yeah, that's cheese, Mike. Yes, we can rate right. We get to the Italian or where the fried thing already just yeah, just the no, sorry, that's not the right part. I appreciate that part, but it's not the right part. It's afternoon, Mike. Afternoon. Tell me, it's that. Yeah, so journey living room. Good job. I know many words that are basically the same for you, which can be confusing. No, actually, what I read is like melograno or melagrana. I don't know why. No, I just know the word and how to pronounce them. I know that you stood behind it. Well, then I would and write them. Yes, for example, the word pena. Yes, hello, people sometimes. For example, the word pena can mean also the pen that you write can also be a shape of pasta and can also be the fat with with double ensemble. You're on the right path, but just with double N. Okay, I need you to send me these links in private mic as well if it's not trouble. So that's what we were saying to the paying that, or I can just stop sharing the screen or whatever you want. So that's what we're saying here now. Can also mean that out, like the feather of a bird. What do they read about? So back to the article it we made. Are all of you comfortable with okay, I think so we can go back to the article if you are okay with that. I mean, okay, thank you very much. Now, okay, but I'm gonna add it. Yeah, telling me, breathe. Oh, pair. Oh, sometimes when things like this happen, I just laugh. Because I figure that love is the best medicine. Yeah, sure. What's the what? You mean Zveriakov? Means, for example, you have what leukemia means, Mia is Zveriakov. So Zveriakov is like the past participle of to wake up. So, no, back to the greetings. So, want to say that means good evening. You can use it with well, very late at night because the following one, one and after, usually is greeting when you two are, when people are parting ways. So, looks like you are wishing them to have a good night and to have happy dreams. Then there is Siberian, which can also be said with like, are you okay? Are you good? Are you fine? Are you well? Whatever synonymous you can want. Please should know what up. Cause of the English for the Italian, sorry, for what are you doing? Again, if the people, if the receiving of the question are their people, it's not style but started. And you can also don't put the K in the beginning because it's not mandatory. For example, with my friends, I write on WhatsApp che state facendo or cosa state facendo. I almost never put che and cosa in the same question. So did I make myself clear enough? Yeah, can be thing, can be what will like that. It's like this multiversal thing that you can also say cosa that many Italians use when they don't remember a word they want that they need. For example, my mother says, prendimi la cosa che è sopra il coso, which translates to please bring me the thing that is on the thing. Cosa, when it's not in a question, means saying the basic part. Means saying the one that you were saying. Italian verbs, I think, are much more simpler than in Russian, at least for what I have studied, because we have just three conjugations which are added and direct. These are the only three words that you can find. So, for example, here are some useful verbs like affiliate, to open, and it to help. If you wanna know the conjugation of some, you just have to ask me. Maybe have a word that you wanna have the conjugation, or can I go with the first one? Okay. You pronounce it very well, by the way. You pronounce it for affiliate very well. So this is like the website for all the conjugations of a verb. If you want to write it down in chat, for it's okay for me. You have this website in multiple languages, so also in English and in French, that you cannot find any other ending for a verb. And usually it kind of goes very much for the sound. So appare, apprere, aprire, for me, the best one, the one that sounds the best is aprire, not apprare nor aprere. Now, let me know what you think. So, did you write down the website, Sandro, or did somebody in the chat maybe did that? Did you write the website in the chat or somebody else did? Yeah, don't expect it to be very much, I don't know how to say that, coherent, maybe? One good thing is that these are the only variation, so the only five parts for every single verb in ire. And this written word right here, so aperto, like for his opposite, so chiuso, are also used in the shops, or in shops basically, for indicating the timetable of a shop. For example, open 9 to 5, aperto dalle 9 alle 5. Am I clear? You're making me proud, son. Good. So this is, and yet in the to wrap up set approximation that you see here, you can quite literally throw it out the window because it's not very useful in Italy. Well, you can throw that because it's not very used, and it's even less used for trapasso remoto, if it makes sense. Okay. You can trapasso remoto. Trapasso remoto stands for something that it's in the past, but more in the past than, for example, passato remoto, that is something that happened very early in the past. The passato remoto, it's even earlier, it's even before. Futuro anteriore, it's kind of a bit complicated, but you can also like count them up using that because it's not very used in Italy either. And it's basically between the simple future, so the one on the left, and the present, so it isn't it. And this over classes of indicativo, ovvero so indicativo, but Italian verbs are kind of a pain in the ass for the memory. So we have indicativo, congiuntivo, condizionale, imperativo, infinito, participio. Gerundio, no one uses that, quite regularly. The only, I mean, you can use that, for example, when you say the person aprendo cassetta ho trovato i canzini, so opening, while opening the, I can't remember cassetta in English, good, but it's like when on horizontal, I already think where you put your socks. You, while opening the drawer, I found my socks, basically. The other fundamental one, so the past general, but it more comes with like the sound and the heart and being like used to Italian. So if you don't use that specifically, it's okay. They're gonna understand the regardless. So do you have any questions for the world? Yeah, then that info is our but I need a right there. Such unpacked, so I can't stop them from coming. But if it's for a fantasy problem of mine, I don't have one. But if it's for your purpose, I can totally do that. So even probably Russian, for example, I think Russian because it's a language I'm starting correctly. As far as I know, has just two forms, which the verb is used as just the verb. Therefore, the second, the singular, and the second plural. In Italian, we have all the forms except for the first person singular. We have all the forms because it will apriamo is like the Y in Russian. It's kind of the same thing. Is that clear enough? So By the way, don't you dare around the age when you're speaking Italian, please, if you can help it, do. Because Italian, that letter, like, it doesn't exist. It is just a grammar thing what used one line, right? It has to type out a lot. But they weren't had to type the verb avere, so to have. Learn once you learn the local, the pronunciation is always the same. But some of us can speak very quickly, so it's okay if you don't catch up in the exact moment. Most Italians are polite, and if you ask them to repeat it, they will. So it's okay. Yeah, we exaggerate the sound of which maybe one of the reasons that we are so lousy. If you're not recently speaking in Italian, you kind of whenever you want come out right. So the main thing is doing the correct. I'm gonna pronounce the word that are without the translation if I know it. But yeah, it's like where the people of God, for example, okay, if you want, I'm gonna spell out the question and then and then I'm gonna pronounce it. The UOI, which is Lori, then you have to spell out the full verb and to repeat. So Lre. So it's like an impacted with, of course, the question information, but you already know that. Most of the consonants are usually pronounced when they have to pronounce the consonant itself with an I at the end. So, okay, not just saying it. So this little letter here between the T and the T, and then another R and with this letter again at the end. So it should be good. No problem. Right. Yeah, after the letter F is quite special, and also L. All these are kind of special because they pronounce F and L. Also, R is pronounced R when you have to like take the letter itself, not the no. For example, in ripetere you don't say ripetere, you say ripetere. Sorry, it came out with a accent. So I think it's really good for our first lesson. What do you? Yeah, I want to be more. Oh, thank you. By the way, sorry, I'm gonna let ripetere down the great. It's very inspiring. It's not the best stuff. And you pronounce it as ripetere. And one of the double consonants, I noticed that as well because a couple of minutes back, I pulled them not, which can mean feather as the bird feather, as the type of pasta, and as the family right, and the sound of thought, it was just with and not double and but I can't really get that really better. But I know, but I think here, you wrote the meaning of the last verb you used. You translated the question, didn't you? Well, very pretty good. You actually did a very damn good job, to be honest. Because, like, here's actually relevant, like, translation. About the way after the question, my site did translate it literally in from Italian to Russian, and that came out. Well, even as the verb. Want as the unit of the verb is volere. So, for example, yeah, volere. I can write that down for you. Exactly. Yes. Good job, Darren. Which, for example, if it says, yes. So, not worms fly. Technically, I fly, but No, it's void. So I'm gonna have to do another lesson on exactly on a level of wisdom because they can be a bit triggered. And there is another construction for the worry question. So they're a bit different because it's not worry detector. It's if you're the one who's speaking, for example, volete che io ripeta, you can't use neither infinitive or indicative. You have to use the conjunctive, which almost nobody in Italy knows, and Spanish know, which is confirming. That's what it is. Many people in your can rate a conjunctive, which is confirming. Say it really. So, yeah, I didn't know that. Sorry, not doing the plastic, I'm doing linguistico. So, do you mind if we stop here? Because I feel wine, and I don't want to occupy too much of your library. Yeah, whenever you want. I'm always available.